Hello, welcome back to another video on the channel where trauma healing and spiritual growth are front and center while combating radio frequency poisoning for healthier living. For those who did not know, now you do. That is our movement. Yes, trauma healing and spiritual growth has been our mission from day one. God brought it to us. He said, honey child, he said that combat, part of the spiritual battle for the mind, that combat against radio frequency poisoning for healthier living. Because on the world stage, we learn that the enemy uses radio frequency manipulation and poisoning for mind control, and then to manipulate the biological body into experiencing symptoms that the world put labels on to trick us into going and buying products that actually don't work and only prolong the pain and suffering. More about all of that on the Patreon channel. That's right. Link to the Patreon channel is listed below. I highly encourage y'all to check it out. There is a free side. I bring a little bit of short video content to the free side. And then when you decide to join the growing community of spiritual warriors for Christ, that's right, for as little as $5 a month, you will unlock access to a lot more of God's truths, testimony, case study results, sermons, and the Armor Up prayer, a generic Armor Up prayer. Got lots of value, and you also unlock access to CHA's Truth Analyzer Patreon podcast on the Patreon channel. Again, tons of information. Okay, making real world connection to the spiritual realm with what's going on the world stage with the game of narcissism and the evildoers, everything that God tells us about in His Word. This video shout out goes to someone who goes by New Era. Thank you for your continued support, and I want to go ahead and dive into this a bit more. Narcissist and inconsistency. Okay. As I spoke about, a little bit in the Truth Seeker podcast on the YouTube channel, this YouTube channel, that inconsistency, it leads to confusion. After all our lives, right? We were watching actions not matching words and the likes, right? And so we often were dismissive because of cognitive dissonance, right? AKA confusion. We would dismiss the odd, bad behaviors because the world wanted us to think that they were just having a bad day. That's just one of many examples. That's what they really are. Miserable. And they want to drag as many people down with them as possible. But we learn in James 1:8 that a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So we get a better understanding of what that means. And so they are inconsistent with their action and word, right? Well, on the larger scale, that radio frequency manipulation of the weather, keeping it inconsistent so that we would not detect that our body's internal temperature is being manipulated, right? It's being raised by that radio frequency around us through our devices as we used to consume more salt than we should have been, right? Raising the body's internal temperature, because that's what radio frequency does. It heats from the inside. So then we're unable to actually really feel what the external temperature is really like. We have no idea. And so I went through that season during the detox, where I was turning the air conditioner up and down because my body was fluctuating. But then eventually, we got to a consistent temperature inside. So the external temperature stays consistent. Because when the external temperature stays consistent, then we can start to heal faster. The enemy knows that. Another reason for the inconsistency. See, narcissists, their demon spirit know that too. So, hence, their inconsistency because they know that if they can keep people, right, confused and unaware that that inconsistency is leading to the confusion, and then the radio frequency on the societal level is also manipulating. See, there you get a double whammy right there of inconsistencies. And so, no wonder the body, the physical, biological body, undergoes all that traumatization. Because, my goodness, we were getting it from the abuser on an individual level, right? And for many of us, more than one. And then we learned that we were also getting narcissistically abused on the societal level. Bam! So I'm like, wow. And then we discover that our biological body have been manipulated since we were born into this world. Just like we've been lied to since birth about a lot of things. And so we're like, oh, okay. And it's a process, y'all. It takes a while. So trauma healing, listen, you've got your psychological, emotional, and spiritual. Okay, those three get healed. But then God had to reveal to me about the physical side, the biological healing from radio frequency poisoning that's been manipulating our biological system our entire lives. Trying to trick us into thinking that, now again, spiritual discernment, you all, but trying to trick us into thinking about ourselves things that are not true and things that don't exist. They're just illusion. They're just labels. And they're being used as a mask for what's really going on with radio frequency on the world stage for mind control and manipulation, traumatization. Because it's through the high and low frequency that our autonomic nervous system got traumatized, which in turn trauma bonded us to the world. So, welcome to our brand at Consulting for Heightened Awareness, breaking the trauma bond to the world, or with the world. Either way, it fits. But you get the point. Okay, everybody, so I wanted to bring you that, okay, as part of our messaging this week, because it's very, very important that we don't allow those inconsistencies to confuse us anymore. So I had to, once it got to a level where the external environment stayed consistent temperature-wise for the body, all right, now we can take a better inventory, if you will. We can take a closer look, okay, where do we need a little more self-care now? You know what I'm saying? So we get to that level. And we're able to more clearly make the right decisions for our bodies and always ask God. And so what we're experiencing, again, you all, should be very minor. But once it gets to a consistent temperature externally, the internal will follow. I know, it's the opposite, okay? The biological body is opposite of what is the spiritual body. Let that sink in. The biological body operates opposite of how the spiritual body operates. See, the spiritual body is, we focus on the internal and the external will follow. That's your spiritual body. The biological physical body is the opposite. Okay? Once the external is consistent, then the internal will follow. Okay? Don't hesitate to reach out with any questions you might have about all that, but that's that balance between the spiritual and the physical that God needs us to have going forward. For additional information, insight, and other good stuff, you could check out these videos right here. Sending love and light to all fellow warriors. Thank you for watching, listening, and for your support. Till next time, let's show some gratitude to the Heavenly Father, and you keep being you. In Jesus' name, amen.